Welcome back to the KBCC Garage, Kissyboy's Crusty Cars.
Hey there folks, it's Cliff, Kissyboy Smith, coming to you with another episode of Kissyboy's Crusty Cars. This time it's going to be the 1967 Moebius F100 pickup service bed. This one, I did do a video on this one on my channel when I first built it, and like most of everything nowadays, it's starting to get a little foggy as to when I actually built it. But keeping with the theme of every once in a while doing a video on my crusty cars, weather builds, which I really enjoy doing. I did this one and I wanted to do a video on it, although I've done a video on it, so this one shouldn't be too long. Like with most trucks that I have around here, if it has a bed, it's going to collect a whole bunch of junk, like tires and stuff like that. In this case, it has some tools, an old tire, spare tire has been flat for decades. Got some bag of apples for some reason. Some cups and plates left over from the USAC reveal. Just toss them back in. Use Frank's old truck for a garbage can. Let's see, we also got a roadkill sticker. I think that's appropriate for this one. I got the dome light that goes on the Starsky and Hutch car. So I've got the old service bed here. So this was a really fun one. I enjoyed this one. This one's very quick, because these if you built in these Moebius trucks, once you get used to them, they build up really fast and very easily. You can do all kinds of stuff with them. This is actually, I didn't use the salting method at all on this one. I used kind of a masking type of weathering technique, combination of that and the hairspray method. So basically, I painted the whole truck with red oxide primer, and then did the whole stippling with the burnt umber, burnt oranges, so on and so forth. A little yellow, a little red, and then clear coated that with a nice matte clear to seal in all the rust work. And then on top of that, well, actually before I did that, I put hairspray in like these areas like this, where you see like the rust peeking through, and along like cab corners and things like that, and on the service bed as well. But I didn't want to have this one rusted as much as the cab. But put that on, and then in some areas where you see like looks like a primer gray, that's actually a white that I sprayed over the areas where I wanted the to kind of fade out a little bit. And then on top of that, I mixed up some Calypso blue acrylic with another light blue. I don't remember the name of it, but it's a mixture of the two colors. One's a Createx color, I believe, or Wicked Colors color. And I mixed those two together to get this blend of colors. I've actually got like 3 or 4 cars in this color. I got this, the Forgotten Muscle car, the 68 Chevelle, and the Coupe de Brizzle, the 68 Cadillac convertible that I made for my niece as a dedication last year, last June. But this was a fun one. I didn't go for too much underhood detail. Just kind of dirtied it down, and as you can see, there's no brake master cylinder, so we gotta get Frank on that. I think he was working on it, and he pulled the plugs off. He's changed his plugs and wires on it. So this doesn't run right now, but it will run once he does all that, gets all his plugs and wires back on there. Interior, it's not ripped up or anything, but it is dirty. Apparently Frank forgot to wash his hands and his butt before he got in this doggone thing, and he's been having people riding it with him who apparently decided they didn't want to clean themselves too much before they got in there. So it's a little dirty, but getting back to the paint job. So once I got all the the blue that I wanted on it, I think I put the decals on it next. And I think in some spots I put a little, like misted on some matte clear in some places, and then some places where I wanted to shine a little bit, I airbrushed a little bit of you can kind of see it there, a little bit of the Pledge Floor Care or Future or whatever we're calling it these days. And then I took a brush and just went to town with some warm water to get all the stiff brush I used to get all the rust to come through, and I love it. I love the way this looks. This is probably one of my favorite weathered cars that I've made. Like I've been waiting to get to the video to do this one, but I didn't want to do it first because I kind of wanted to put it in the middle, because I don't want to do this video and then be done with it, because I kind of wanted to go over the truck in some detail. I'm probably going to spill everything out of it when I turn it over, but I'll show you the underside a little bit. It's probably one of the only vehicles that I have around with a single exhaust system. But maybe Frank will put some duals on it one day. I'm surprised he didn't. And as I said in the video about this truck, the story behind it is Frank kind of had a shady past. And he had his own shop, Fast Frank Speed Shop. Through his ill dealings, I guess, he lost his shop. Spent a little time locked away. And when he got out, he met up with Mark, who decided to give him a chance to work in the KBCC garage as the lead mechanic in there. And he's proven himself, and he's made some decent money being on that show. So he chased down his old shop truck and decided to at least get it running. So he's getting it running, and he's been using it to haul parts and do parts runs for the KBCC garage. But the truck is still a little crusty, but not broke down, still in good condition. Just got some lousy paint on it and a little bit of grime on the gas cap here. I actually went and did like a little streaking to make it look like a little fuel has come out of the let's run down the gas cap. So it still has one of those old fuel tanks inside of it, inside the cab. But this was really fun. I really enjoyed making this one. And in fact, I've been wanting to make another truck like this, maybe taking the rusting a little further. I had also done a 69 F100 short bed that I had entered into a build with my brother and myself, a secret build. And I only did one video on that truck, but this was really fun. I keep saying this, but this was a really fun one, so I wanted to show this one off in a little more detail, because I really enjoyed doing this one. That's the 67 Ford F100 Moebius service bed pickup truck for the KBCC garage, and another Kissyboy's Crusty cars. All right, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you all for tuning in. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you think about this truck and the other Crusty builds. You can actually dig back and see the original videos that were aired on these builds, or just check out the ones that I'm making recently if you don't want to go searching around. But I highly encourage it. It's fun. It's something to do while you build, and just listen to me drone on and talk about the stuff that I've done. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Hope you all stay safe and have a great weekend.
Let her rip, boys.
Hey, Rabbit, I don't think I'll let you borrow my truck anymore.